We are in business. What is going on, everybody? I hope you're all having a great day, a good day, a blessed day, and welcome back to Kicking It with Karam, where you and I kick it with one another and discuss real estate. Today I'm hyped up. As always, actually, when I speak about real estate, I get hyped up because today's topic is how to put more money in your pocket and how to put more money in my pocket and how we can take advantage of real estate for our benefits. Now, for those who are new to the channel, every single Tuesday and Thursday, I do a live stream, a series called Kicking It with Karam at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And what we do is we discuss real estate, the hottest topics in real estate, ways that you can get your feet into the game. I've been in it for several years now, so I'm teaching you what I've been through, and of course every single day I'm learning new things, and that's what I'm sharing with you on these live streams and on my YouTube channel in general. So if you're new to this channel and you're interested in real estate, consider subscribing, and if you enjoy these live streams, hit that fat like button, because that fat like button lets me see it, and I get motivated and I pump out more content, and that's good for you because that helps you hopefully to make more money out there. And remember, guys, I love practicality. So what I speak to you and what I tell you on this channel, I want you to actually apply it, take action about it, and go make money from it. This is something I am making money from. This is something I do every single day. So it's not something that I just went and researched and I'm telling you. This is something I actually do every single day in my life. I'm making money from it, and I want you all to make money from it as well. I got a couple of things organized over here so I can break down for you what we're going to be discussing today. And today's discussion is going to be about the BRRRR Method. BRRRR. There's 4 R's in it and 1 B, the BRRRR Method. And this method is actually one of the quickest ways to get wealthy in real estate and to build your net worth in general. And I'm going to tell you exactly why it is and how you can do it yourself. Also, I want to let you all know that these live streams have one intention, okay? I do these live streams for one reason and one reason only. It's because I myself, when I first started real estate, I wished there was a way that someone taught me from A to Z how to get into real estate, but sadly there wasn't. And I had to learn from this person a little, and I had to go bouncing around trying to figure out who can teach me what I want to know and need to know to get myself in this industry. So these live streams, the channel in general that I have right here for you guys, is to be able, in 5 years, 10 years, your children, your grandchildren, even you, one day decide, I want to hop into real estate. You can open up the channel, and from A to Z, you're going to be able to see how to get in real estate and what type of real estate to get into. You know, we started off these live streams talking about how to create financial independence from real estate. Then we went into saying, what type of real estate do you want to get into? Because there's so many types. Wholesaling, flipping, rentals, developing. There's just so many types of real estate you can get into. You want to be an investor, a realtor. What is it that you want to be? Then we spoke about how to get funded in real estate, how to get money for your real estate investments. It could be from your own self, it could be from investors, but we broke it down for you on ways you can get funded. And now we're discussing the BRRRR Method. And what I'm doing is discussing to you the overview of these methods of flipping, wholesaling, rentals, the BRRRR Method like we're speaking of right now in this live. And I'm speaking the overview of it. But in the next upcoming live streams, we're going to actually go into real world application where I'm going to show you a real flip. I'm going to show you real numbers, real returns, the rehab process, the cost from my experience, from what I've done, properties I've done. Then I'm going to make, that's one entire live stream. Then I'm going to make another live stream discussing a rental, how rentals work, how I dealt with rentals and how it came out for me. Then I'm going to discuss for you wholesaling, an entire live stream for that as well. So these are 3 live streams. And then right now we're discussing the BRRRR Method, but I want to get into more details for it on a real deal. So right now we're going to discuss the method, the overview of it, and then I'm going to make an entire live stream about getting dirty with the BRRRR Method and how to really make more money for yourself in it. But before you get into something, you have to know, you have to understand what is it and how is the game played before you start playing that game. And that's where we're going to get going. What's going on, body? Hope you're doing good. I saw your Facebook message. I replied to the first message you sent. I saw the second one, but I got very caught up, so my apologies on that. I'll get right back to you as soon as this live stream ends with an answer for what you were saying, and just want to put it out there. Thank you for reaching out to me as well. I like to see that people reach out after the live streams, after the videos. That shows that they're actually into it and they want to hustle and they want to make something happen. Mystical Gaming, what's going on, brother? How are you doing? I'm doing great. How about yourself? I hope you're doing good. All right, so now we're just going to dive right into it. I feel like we spoke a good amount. Now we're going to just dive right into it. So the BRRRR method it's like a hybrid, okay? It's like you're flipping and you're renting at the same time. You're doing a flip investment and a rental investment at the same time. And what the BRRRR method is you buy, you rehab, you rent, you refinance, and you repeat. Let me make sure I got that right. You buy, you rent, you rehab. No, actually that's the flip. You buy, you rehab, then you rent, then you refinance, and then you repeat. That's what it is right there. That's the BRRRR method essentially. The B and then the 4 R's. Buy, rehab, rent, refinance, repeat. It messes up in your mind. I want to make sure I say it in order so you can make sure you do it in order, because that's the process of how it is. So let's get started right into it. I'm not going to take too much of your time. I'm going to get directly to the point so you can make sure you're taking notes as well so you don't forget what this is, because this is going to help you make a lot of money. The first start is the B, buy. And what this is you find yourself a nasty property, a property that it doesn't look like someone wants to live in it. It looks like it's just the grass is too tall, the roof needs to be replaced, the door and the outside of the wood is all rotting. It looks like it just got snakes all over the place and rats all over the place, and the garage is dented, and there's a broken car sitting on what do they call it? Not on the axle or whatever they call that, and that property looks like it's just bad. It's not something that someone wants to get. But you as an investor, when you see that, you get excited. You're just like, oh my God, all you hear is money in front of you, right? So this is the first step of the BRRRR method. You find that one property that just needs a lot of work to be done, and you buy that property. And the goal with that property is you're buying it below market value. And when you buy it below market value, you're making sure you're getting it at a good price, but you're also making sure that your intention is to do the BRRRR method, because you don't want to enter something and pivot to a different thing. You want to enter it with the mindset of you're going to do that specific method. So you're buying it below market price and you're ready to rehab it, okay? Which is the first one. Now remember, when you buy the property, this also requires no money needed from yourself. You can get investors to do this entire thing. We made an entire video about how to get funding. So you can get an investor to fund the entire deal for you, okay? You buy it. That's step number one. The second step is to rehab it. So when you buy it, you're going to go rehab it. You're going to go into the house. You're going to say, what does this house need? You're going to write down on a piece of paper, this house needs, it needs carpet. It needs floors in the kitchen. It needs new paint. It needs a new roof. It needs a new HVAC system. It needs new electrical here and there. So you're writing all this stuff down. And before you bought the property, you already knew that, but now you're narrowing it down so you can get your team and your crew in there to make it rehab so you can get it to the next step. Now, when you get this property and you rehab it, you're going to rehab it like you're renting it out. So you're not going to put $1 million bathtub in it, right? You're not going to put things that are very expensive, but what you want to do is play it smart. Because as you do the BRRRR method, there's a process that we're going to continue on to. It's called refinance. When you refinance, that's more ahead, but I'm going to tell you, when you refinance, you can add value to the property from certain things, okay? So when you're in the rehab process, you want to basically add things that you believe will give the property value. So as soon as you buy the property below market value, you rehab it. You're going to rehab it to where you put some nice hardwood floors, for example. You put certain things that give the property value, and there's actually a list of things that I have written down that when you put these things, it gives you more value in the property. It's not open right now, but once we get into deeper discussion regarding this entire method, I'm going to break that down for you so you can know what to do in your rehab process. So we bought the property, we rehabbed the property. Now we're going to step number 3, the second R, which is rent. You're going to rent out the property. You buy it, you fix it, and then you rent it. Now, when you rent this property, you're going to find that beautiful tenant who's going to pay you on time, who's going to make sure they take care of your property, and you're going to get cash flow every single month. Okay, you're gonna get money every single month, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, however much you're renting out that property. 4,000 is very high, by the way. You're probably between 1,000 to 2,000, but you're gonna get cash flow renting out that property. Now, you should know before you buy that property what the rent prices are going for. Okay, so before you buy the property, you make sure that you research. In this neighborhood, the rent is $1,000 to $1,300. If I make it this nice, I can probably get $1,300. So you want to make sure that you understand the rent price before you go into the deal, which is doing your research before you get into it. So now we passed the buy process, the rehab process, the rent process, and now we're in the refinancing process. Okay, now remember, once again, all this can be done with you having no money into the deal. You have investors who can fund it for you. If you come and propose to them a real deal, people will give you money. There's no reason not to. And this is basically a short-term investment. So you're telling the investor, I need $100,000, but it's short-term, because as soon as you refinance it, which is the R that we're on right now, when you refinance the deal, all the money comes back to you, and now you have a 30-year mortgage on it. Okay, so you bought the property, you fixed up the property, you bring its value up, and remember, you bought it below market price. So now you bring the value up, you have tenants in there, you're getting positive cash flow. Now you're refinancing it with the bank, and what you're doing essentially is you're creating equity for yourself. As soon as you refinance it and the bank comes, you paid $100,000 for the property, and after rehab you paid $110,000. So now the bank says this property is worth $150,000. You have a $40,000 equity margin inside that deal, right? And you did that because you played it smart. Now, one thing you need to know is that banks have a limit though. You can only go to a bank with a property to refinance, for example, after 6 months of having the property. And then banks are also scared to give you the property to refinance it if there's nobody, if you're not living in it, and if there's no tenants in it. So you want to make sure you're working on getting tenants, you're working on your rehab process within that 6-month period before you can get it refinanced. And some banks are a year, so you have to make sure that you understand those rules before you get into the deal. Okay, now you're refinancing the property and you're making sure that this property is going to be able to be refinanced because you want to make sure that you're secure with the investor you bring on board, or even with the money you put inside, because you're not looking to freeze up your money. You're looking to put in $110,000 and take it right back out. That's what your goal is. Put in 110K, take it right back out. Now there's closing fees and there's a couple other fees. So you might put in 110 and you might pull out 106,000, but that's still nothing because you'll make that money back very quick. Okay. And the last R is repeat. You buy the house, you rehab the house, you rent the house, you refinance the house, and then you repeat the entire process. So what it is essentially is you just keep repeating it and repeating it and repeating it. One property after 2 properties, after 3 properties. The next thing you know, you're over there sitting and you got 27 properties under your name, and you're sitting down relaxing because you got cash flow coming in. You got equity in every single property. If you wanted, you can liquidate on millions of dollars, but you're just chilling and relaxing because you used the BRRRR method correctly and you played it smarter than everybody else out there. Or the majority, because there's people who do this right now as well. So it's not going to be just you. Basically, guys, that's what it is. The BRRRR method. Buy, rehab, rent, refinance, and repeat. I'm literally giving you these live streams, these videos, and telling you methods of how you can make money in real estate. And I told you in the start, I'm going to make an entire dedicated 1 video for this method, an entire 1 video for flipping, for wholesaling, for renting. So I'm going to make a full video for you to see exactly how it's done, the initial cost, the repairs, the selling price, how much you profit, how much you have in fees, everything. And it's up to you at the end of the day to go out there and make that money for yourself and put that money in your pocket. Remember, guys and girls, there is money to be made everywhere. But if you're not going to want to put the work to it, it's not going to come to you. Which it sucks because we all want to chill and not have to put in the work. But it's also fun when you put in the work and you see the results pumping out. Now, like I said, I'm not going to take much of your time. We've been on this live stream for around 15 minutes, and I ran through real quick the method, the BRRRR method, and how it's the quickest way to create wealth and to build your net worth in real estate. It's one of the quickest ways because it's a mix of flipping and renting, 2 in 1. Flipping is very profitable. Renting is very safe. You're doing the two and you're making it very safe because don't forget, if you do the BRRRR method, you can also hold the property when you refinance it for years and you won't have to pay the capital gains tax, which is a higher tax bracket of taxes to be paid when you're a flipper. You can also sell it at the top of the market at peak. So today it's very hot in real estate, especially where I'm at, Dallas, Texas. The prices like this are getting snagged, the houses. You can't even get them. So right now, if you did the BRRRR method, let's say 5 years ago, you can say, hey, I got around $96,000 in this property of equity. I can cash out, I can sell it, and I can go do whatever I want with that money. You sell that one property. Imagine if you had 10 properties. Imagine if you had 20 and you bought them all 5 years back. Right now, you'd be a lot more, your net worth would be a lot higher. And that's the reality, my friends. That's how the money is made in real estate. We have Deanna saying, are you hiring? A huge shout out to Deanna. She is the biggest hustler out there. She sent me a message on Snapchat having a question about real estate. And whenever I got into her on the discussion, she was just like, she's all about her money. She's all about her hustle. She is out there grinding. So for you guys who are watching this live stream, Deanna is your competitor. She's one of those competition people out there where if you're not waking up, she's waking up and she's taking those good deals. So you better be aware that we got a hustler right now in this live stream. What is going on, Ty Speaks? Always love it when I see you in the house. Hope you're doing good, brother. Hope you're going to actually apply this method too, bro, because this method, the BRRRR method, you don't need too much. You don't need any money down if you can get investors, and it's a safe way. Of course, there's always risk, but it's a safer way, and there's a lot of money to be made. What is going on, Shabnam? He said, "Hey, I'm late." It's okay. This you can repeat and watch it again, but I understand if you want to join it on the live stream, because I think live is a lot funner. Because any question you have, you just dump it, and I answer it that second. If I know it, of course. If I don't know, I'll let you know I don't know it. So you guys, I'm just going to real quick run it through. The BRRRR method is BRRRR, 4 R's and 1 B. It's you buy the property, you rehab the property, you rent the property, you refinance the property, and you repeat the same process over and over and over. And this is how the richest and wealthiest people in real estate become wealthy, because they keep on using other people's money to make themselves money. And trust me, if you are smart, you're looking 5, 10, 15, 20 years ahead, where if you're in your 20s right now, you can literally have 20 plus properties under your name past the age of 35 years old. Imagine 20 properties and you're 35 years old, and you can liquidate whenever you want, because real estate always pumps up, and if it goes down, it comes back up. Why? Everybody needs a roof over their head, if you get what I'm saying. We got Ty Speaks. He's saying he's familiar with this method. Very nice, bro. That's good. This method is where the money's at. So if you're familiar with it and you want to apply it, let me know if you have any questions about it, and I got you on it. My voice is messing up now because I've just been talking for a straight 15 minutes. Oh, 19 minutes now. But all right, guys, for those who are just now tuning in, I said I'm going to be making an entire video on flipping a real property, a deal that I've done. How much I paid for it, how much I sold it for, how much I profited, how much costs were, how much rehab was. I'm going to break down an entire video, that process. Then I'm going to do another live stream, another live video about the renting property that I did, a rental property, how I did it, how things turned out, then a wholesaling deal, and then I'm going to tell you the BRRRR method as well. So I'm making a bunch of live streams that are going to be focused on each one individually. We started off telling you what these are, what the real estate industry has, flipping, renting, wholesaling, the BRRRR method. I told you what they are. Now it's time to break it down for you. So when you see the details, you're going to be able to see how real it is and how you can get yourself into it. Every single Tuesday and Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Don't forget, I do these live streams. 6:30 p.m. Tuesday and Thursday Central Standard Time. We discuss real estate, the hottest topics in real estate, and how you can make more money for yourself in this game. Now, I'm going to end the live stream, so I hope you all enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Thursday, 2 days from now at 6:30 p.m. And make sure you keep on hustling. Make sure you keep on studying. And for those who are in this live stream, respect to you because you're out there putting in the time, putting in the effort, and dedicating yourself to learning more about the real estate game. And you're not just sitting down and relaxing, hoping that something falls on you. If you enjoyed this video, like it. If you didn't enjoy it, still like it because I love you. And most importantly, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you're not new to the channel and you haven't subscribed, I just asked you to subscribe, so I guess you gotta subscribe now, right? That's it, guys, for right now. Kicking it with Karam, a series that we've created where we discuss real estate, how you can get yourself into the game. I hope you're enjoying this series. I'm excited every single time I go live and discuss with you guys. I like the questions, I like the comments, I like the messages, and we will continue this moving forward. For right now, I appreciate you all, and thank you for watching.